actually, it is a formula, but you could do a lot with it. And you can see in a show like King of Queens, for example, is pretty hacky.
And one note that...
The formula is Doug wants to do a thing and Carrie thinks it's stupid.
Yeah, it's essentially what the Honeymooners or the Flintstones
yeah.
just over and over.
Versus like something like 30 Rock, which is actually fairly dynamic in terms of what's going on in each episode. And then we do follow life changes for all of the characters over the course of the season.
That was even pretty unique for half-hour sitcom stuff. I don't know, past the 80s, it was like a 90s thing or something. Maybe even later than that things would actually really progress with...
that you'd have season-long continuity in a comedy, yeah.
I think. I don't know, I'd have to really think about it, but like
it
was fairly new. Even like, the drama, like things like X-Files was just that there was a hint at some kind of continuity going on was groundbreaking. Mm-hmm. Like I had a hard time watching it because it was just Monster of the Week to me because I wasn't that invested into it. But
there was a long running.
Yeah, and even now, still like with like Marvel's Shield or something, I can't really get into. The arc seems useless to me because it just feels Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
There isn't real stakes that are like. I mean, I guess that's the big complaint with something like that because it's attached to the movies, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's like even something like 30 Rock is still your standard network sitcom, and then another influence was what we've formerly termed the bespoke character-led comedy drama, which is, I would say, Aziz Ansari's Master of None is a big one for me, big example of like, it's not a sitcom, it is funny, but we're very much following the lens of this one character who is changing over the course of the season, and that there's structure experiments like that. You spend an episode with his parents, you spend an episode with different characters, and it's very much a character-driven point of view. And I think our goal is something kind of melding those two. I think this is a lot to get into, but we don't necessarily want to invent a new way of telling serialized stories, but we do want to show our characters grow and change over the course of the season. And so we had that was like the very basics in mind. We wanted to show these characters in an environment that changes them and follow along that journey. And then when it comes down to more specifics, I wrote so many outlines for these 8 episodes that kind of chipped in and closer to what the truth is. And I think the challenge for me is finding the correct scale of a story to tell in one episode. And so the stories we started with were kind of like, because this grew out of the fiction scenes that Peter and I were doing together, they were as close to like Emily buys a new pair of shoes for an episode. And that was like, oh, this is too small. And then we had like, now the new characters are called something different. They get a new job that shakes up their whole life and they meet 17 new characters. That's too many things for one story. And so I think that's, for me, narrowing down or zoning in on like what kind of arc is just one arc, but is enough of an arc for 30 minutes of television. And I don't have answers for that because I'm still figuring that out.